Hey guys, I'm Meteorologist Chris Tomer with this very late update, but I'll make it worth your while, I promise. All right, let me just show you what's going on. We've got a powerhouse storm system nailing California. This was interesting. I've been watching this all day. Look at the Twitter account from Heavenly. 9:50 this morning, due to incoming lightning, we are clearing the mountain. Please head to your base area now. Lightning hold. So they had thundersnow, 100-mile-an-hour winds. And you can see their video that they posted here. The chairs rocking back and forth with the wind hold. It's just incredible with the orographics that they had in that powerful jet streak. And that was something that I wrote about this morning. Take a look at that if you haven't had a chance. Powerhouse storm system with big totals in the Sierra. And then the next move for the storm system is Idaho, Utah, Wyoming, Colorado. And that may actually run into 12:15, and I'll show you why I think that could be the case in the northern mountains of Colorado and southeastern parts of Wyoming, and for that matter, eastern Montana and the Dakotas. I wrote about it on my blog this morning, christomer.com. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I really appreciate it. Current setup, visible satellite. You can see the big low and then a smaller meandering low behind it. I did a close-up view of it. Really pretty shot on the visible as the sun was setting across the west coast. It's a giant. It's going to have reverberations for days across the Intermountain West. Let's talk about the pattern. Take it full. Jet stream, 12:11. Storm is being pulled, translating out of California with a powerful jet being coddled out. And then it's going to move through Utah and southern Wyoming. Let me show you the jet for 12:12. Slow movement. Big-time jet support. I mean, just incredible S shape. And it's trying to be ejected, but it's not. It's not going to be. It's going to be somewhat cut off like a bowling ball. It's just going to spin. It's going to sit and spin. And what it's going to do, let me just show you the number here for 12:13, the imagery for 12:13. It doesn't move much. And so the wraparound snow will come through Montana, Wyoming, and into the northern mountains, maybe even central mountains of Colorado. That's why the totals are going to be so big in those areas, because it's going to sit for like 3 days and do this spin. And the Dakotas are going to get slammed. The low to the west is a meandering low. At this point, doesn't mean much. Here's the view way out. 12:18, 11 p.m., split jet. North and southern branch, polar and the subtropical are split. It's probably going to be very quiet in the interior west. That little low sliding through the south has barely anything with it. When I see this, I'm thinking, okay, teeter-totter, East Coast is probably going to be getting nailed with cold air and maybe even a storm system because it's so quiet with a split jet out to the west. All right, back to the blog. Let's talk about timing. Here's the forecast radar and satellite. Okay, by Sunday into Monday, storm pulls out, makes its move into the interior, heavy snow, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, Idaho, Montana. Look at that. Doing the same thing Wednesday as it was Tuesday. Still spinning on Thursday with heavy snow into the central and northern mountains of Colorado. And then finally, it begins to fade a little bit. If you want to look at that forecast timing, just watch the animation on the website, on my blog, christomer.com. Let's look at totals here. Do this in two phases. So this was a map I put together, and this takes into account all of today, even though this is a very late update, all of today, so you can kind of see what I was thinking for California. 40 inches around Tahoe, maybe a grand total of 55 in Mammoth, possibly. We were getting like 3 to 4 inch an hour totals there, so it's not out of the question. Then phase 2, Sun Valley gets nailed. You had a great 24-hour total up at Schweitzer. You've got a little more to go. I'm thinking probably 15 to 20 over the Wasatch. Maybe a foot down in southern Utah at Bryan Head. 13, 14, 15 across the Tetons. And then in Colorado, the numbers are so big because that's like a 3-day total. The storm will sit and spin and nail Cameron Pass, Longs, the Indian Peaks, Steamboat, Buffalo Pass, those areas. And if there's enough, depending on the track, then it will spin down closer to I-70, and you'll get some additional totals through Loveland, Winter Park, and Vail Pass. But that's really good stuff. And the temperatures are going to be cold. So we're going to get some good efficiency and good ratios through Colorado as well. with that. All right, here's the second phase, and I'm looking way down the road. 16th through the 18th, quiet. Barely anything there because of the split jets. Again, most of the action is probably going to be out to the east and northeast parts of the country. So there you go, guys. Appreciate you tuning in here for this very late update. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.